Happening now, a Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputy is coming home after losing his battle with cancer. National, state, and local officials are on alert as this year's flu season is getting worse.
And I'm Dakota Hunter, back in the First Defense Weather Center. Well, a little chilly today before temperatures rebound for midweek, but that doesn't even begin the story to what could be coming over the next week or so. We'll break it all down coming up.
I'm Ryan Hedrick at the Phone Zone Sports Desk. It was a tough Sunday for the Knicks. It was a tough first Saturday for the Sabres, who lost their star. And we'll talk about St. Bonaventure. They continue to win. All those stories next in sports.
That's news now for Monday, February 12th, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Thanks for joining us. Happy Monday to you. I'm Justin Gould. A Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputy, firefighter, EMT, dispatcher, husband, and father passed away Friday evening following a long and public battle with leukemia. 43-year-old Michael Seeley spent much of his life helping others, many of whom were complete strangers, as a Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputy. More importantly, Seeley was a husband and father to 2 children. The deputy's battle with cancer was well publicized on a Facebook page set up for him. Former Sheriff's Deputy Jim Quattrone of the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Department says there's a process to help bring Seeley home.
We want to treat the body with the dignity and respect and bringing him home from Cleveland. And Mike was a great guy. He was a community-oriented guy. He was also a character, to be honest with you. He liked to joke around, but when he needed to be serious, he could be serious and did his job well. And as I'm sure you're aware, too, he was very involved in the community as a volunteer fireman. The significance here is, there's an opportunity. As most funerals, but maybe it's a little, when you get to law enforcement, we're there to support each other, to support the family. That thin blue line is something we consider, we're all family, and we have a large extended family, if you will, in law enforcement officers, really not just in this community, but across the state, across the country. We're there to support each other because, there's a certain amount of sacrifices that an officer makes, but more importantly, the family has to make many times, in the long hours, holidays, weekends, away from each other. So when we can gather, it's a way of the law enforcement officer, that thin blue line, really being there to show support for the family.
Seeley's end of watch was published online late Friday. A motorcade of police and fire vehicles will escort him from Cleveland back to Chautauqua County this afternoon. We'll provide coverage of that live as it happens. In other news, Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello is urging residents to get their flu vaccines in the face of emergency assistance being offered by New York State. New York State's Health Director Dr. Howard Zucker has authorized emergency assistance to counties statewide as flu diagnoses continue to increase in various communities. The flu vaccination is recommended for anyone 6 months of age or older, and anyone who's already been vaccinated should continue to be vaccinated each year. People who have severe illnesses or who are at high risk of serious influenza-related complications, such as a very young or very old person or pregnant women, should also get treated and vaccinated. Omar Jimenez has more on what the CDC is calling a nationwide epidemic.
We were hoping to have better news to share today, but unfortunately, it looks like this flu season continues to be particularly challenging.
The Centers for Disease Control voicing increased concern today over what's turned into an unpredictable flu season, cautioning it may not have reached its peak yet.
We could potentially see several more weeks of increased flu activity.
This week in particular, an additional 10 pediatric deaths, bringing the total number of children killed by the flu to 63. The CDC reports hospitalizations have also been increasing over the past 5 weeks, and at 60 per 100,000 people, it's the highest rate of hospitalization for this point of the season and recent flu outbreaks, impacting 48 states and Puerto Rico.
We see influenza activity in almost all of the states, which is really pretty unusual for us.
Experts say to watch for some critical symptoms that could indicate a severe infection, including a persistent high fever, difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, even a rapid heartbeat. The CDC also recommends beginning antivirals as soon as symptoms appear.
There is a lot of flu out there right now. If it looks like flu, it probably is.
And overall, taking the necessary steps to prevent spreading the illness, like getting the flu vaccine, washing your hands, and other common sense practices.
If you are ill, stay home. Don't go to school, don't go to work. You don't need to be spreading your virus around.
The CDC also says it's important to note that what may be mild symptoms to you could be deadly for someone else. I'm Omar Jimenez reporting.
A public health staff has conducted a survey of pharmacies right here in Chautauqua County. Vaccines and antiviral medications are available, but pharmacies do have limited supplies. So the executive urges you to call the pharmacy before heading in. Flu vaccines are also available at your primary care facility. A state-certified substance abuse counselor who owns and operates a Buffalo consulting company designed to help drug addicts find recovery says the medical community is learning more now about the long-term effects of opioids and how they are treated towards children who are born addicted. Dr. Moss King's primary focus for research is women and children's health, along with creating coping mechanisms and lifestyle changes for women using substances that are harmful. She spoke to our Ryan Hedrick on Friday.
But we are noticing that as the children are progressing to pre-K, that there are some language development delays and some cognitive processing disorders. So we're trying very hard to educate individuals early, because healthy mom means healthy baby, means healthy family, which means that as a community we actually can come together, and there's more education that needs to be done, but it is with a gentle hand and with kindness that really helps the mom to develop and to empower themselves. After this conference on March 28th, we actually have another session on breastfeeding and substance use disorders, encouraging moms to breastfeed to create an attachment between themselves and the baby, and it's also healthy. So we'll be looking at that. We're also really trying very hard to educate individuals to be kind, looking at trauma, looking at educating, and moving forward into great plans for the county.
King said the purpose of the conference was to create a treatment plan for county officials who are dealing with the aftermath of a worldwide drug epidemic that now includes the very addictive methamphetamine. Now we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's back at the wall. Hey, Dakota.
Yes, I am back after my little time off. And, you know, it's been so long, I actually had to take a crash course to remember how to use the radar and how to use the chroma key wall. Speaking of the radar, I put up Doppler vision for you, and you can see not a thing returning. It is clear out there, and that is some good news, especially from yesterday where we had some of the rain yesterday. But hey, we'll take rain over snow, I think, especially this time of the year. So the forecast for tonight, sunshine! Note my little emoji guy there. Yes, I'm breaking emojis into my forecast finally. You know, I'm old as dirt, but I still love emojis. But it'll still be chilly. The average high this time of the year is 32 degrees, and we're going to be somewhat closer, but a little bit cooler though. 24 in the valley is 28 at the Lake Erie shoreline with that northwest wind of 6 to 12 miles per hour. And I keep mentioning it. Look at the sunset time, 5:46. We are continuing to add 1 to 2 minutes of sunset time all the way until spring, so that is going to feel nice. The days are getting longer. We'll break down that full Quick Solution 7-day forecast in just a couple of minutes. Back to you, Justin.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Facebook is now testing out a new downvote button that, according to multiple news reports nationwide, TechChurch is reporting that Facebook is testing the button on 5% of Android users in the United States whose language is set to English. It reports that Facebook says this is not the long clamored for dislike button. Instead, users can signal Facebook that a comment that they believe is offensive, misleading, or off topic. Downvoting was previously made popular by Reddit. In a response to the news of Facebook's test of downvoting, Reddit founder and CEO Alexis Onalin tweeted, quote, "Sincerest form of flattery. Wish I'd trademarked it and upvoted when it came out." That's pretty cool. I guess they could have trademarked it, but they didn't. Coming up next, a Stockton man is facing rape charges. And later, a mother who lost her son to opioid addiction continues to fight against opioid epidemic. When we return.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
It's tax time, so get to Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown for all of your vehicle needs. Service, inspection, vehicle sales, they do it all. For all of your automotive, motorcycle, and ATV service needs, Express Bike and Auto even offers financing. Your true one-stop vehicle shop is Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. They're located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension next to Quick Fill. Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. Stop looking, start saving today.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A Stockton man was charged with first-degree rape Friday afternoon after an investigation by the county sheriff's office at an address on Route 380. The investigation revealed that 34-year-old Leanne Breezy allegedly had sexual intercourse with a victim without their consent. Deputies were reportedly called at first to investigate suspicious activity. Breezy was located and arrested in the city of Jamestown after a warrant was issued. He was committed to county jail in lieu of $75,000 bail. Dunkirk police say a man was turned over to immigration agents following a car chase and subsequent foot chase last month. Police say the unidentified man who was turned over to immigration officials was the passenger in the vehicle. The driver, 26-year-old Alberto Senlarez Sanchez, was charged with DWI and other traffic violations. He currently sits in county lockup. No further information was available for the unidentified man who was turned over to Border Patrol. And the company that makes OxyContin will stop promoting it to physicians today. The company that makes OxyContin made that announcement last week. Purdue Pharma also said that over the weekend that it's cutting its sales force in half. The move came after Purdue and other drug makers faced a string of lawsuits from state and local governments. OxyContin is a highly addictive opioid, and some lawsuits accused Purdue of downplaying its risks while overstating its benefits as a painkiller. The CDC says that the opioids were involved in more than 42,000 deaths in 2016, but Purdue denies the wrongdoings and says its products account for only 2% of opioids prescribed nationwide.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
OxyContin. That kind of sounds like something that you take little cotton balls and you dip it in something, maybe alcohol. I don't know. It's Monday. Let's go on to Links 1 and we'll take a look at, we'll take a look at the Sky Vision Camera Network to start off this weather segment. That is the camera on top of One Seneca Tower in downtown Buffalo, and that is overlooking the beautiful, that's overlooking the Buffalo skyline. You can see the Peace Bridge there in the distance, 27 degrees with a dew point at 22 and a north wind. And one more stop, how about Chautauqua Lake? That's the beautiful Chautauqua Lake right there. Still some snow and ice on the lake, and what I find very interesting is you can see that dark shadows on the lake. These are the shadows of the clouds. It's really nice. I was watching this earlier. You can see the cloud shadows kind of moving in and out. That's really nice. 24 degrees in Chautauqua Lake right now with a dew point of 19 degrees and that northwest wind of 6, creating a wind chill of 15 degrees above zero. On to the main graphics, and we'll take a look at some viewer photos that came in. Now, of course, I wasn't here throughout much of the week last week, but we did get some viewer photos, and this is from Kyle Helis. Take a look at this. The snow through the trees, that's gorgeous. And, of course, it doesn't look like this now since we've had some of the melting going on, but that's absolutely gorgeous. And we had drone video video that came in. Take a look at this. This is drone video from Joe. And take a look at this. This is the new Chautauqua Lake Harbor Hotel.
Wow,
going
that's
in,
incredible.
right there. And that's going on in Celeron right now. That's a beautiful drone video that's going on of the construction. We need a drone, guys. We really
do, yeah.
Yes, that's gorgeous. And he took another drone video of the ice castle construction going on in Mayville. That's absolutely fantastic. And boy,
festival for that is actually this weekend.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
So that's so cool.
Yes, we need a drone. Isn't drones cool? I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, it might be just me because I'm also a tech nerd, but drones are awesome. Man, oh
we'll
man,
just
that's
take
gorgeous.
it right out of your pay, Dakota. How's that sound?
Yes, we'll buy a drone with my paycheck. Yes, absolutely. And again, thanks to Joe Gagliano for allowing us to use that. That's absolutely gorgeous video. I love that. Now, let's take a look at the weather headlines. Now, since I'm thoroughly excited with that drone video, it's going to be a wintry feel back for today. It'll still be below average, but not as bad as it has been in previous weeks, but still below average. Rain returns for the midweek. It won't be snow. It'll be rain, but along with that big warm-up, note it. It's bold, big letters, B-I-G. Big. And it's going to be a big warm-up. That's going to come with the rain. That's going to skyrocket temperatures way above average, but a warmer pattern change could be in the cards for next week with a February La Nina pattern that could skyrocket temperatures continuing. Note all the question marks. It's an if at this point. We'll keep watching it. And of course, we'll keep you updated right here. Current conditions, this is not current. Something happened to the observation station at Jamestown, so we don't have anything there. But 21 degrees was the last observed temperature. That was about 9 o'clock this morning. So not current temperatures. And of course, we don't know what happened with that, but we're going to be in contact with that. 23 in Dunkirk, 24 in Erie, 24 Buffalo, 25 in Niagara Falls, and 21 in Olean down in the Allegheny River Valley in Cattaraugus County. Doppler vision again, nice and clear, not a whole lot going on, but as we expand out the view, you can see we have some rain along the southeast coast and down here in the Gulf, impacting now the Florida Panhandle, going up into Alabama and into Georgia. But all this is not going to bother us. It's going to be dry for the next couple of days, so that is the good news. Break down today's forecast on MetroCast, 26 degrees with solar radiation. It's going to be nice, lots of sunshine out there as we go to about 5 o'clock for today. About 24 degrees, light winds, so the winds won't be especially strong. That's always the good news. And then as we go to about 9 o'clock, it'll dip down to a 14 with only just a few clouds out there, but mostly a partly clear sky. So that's good news. Future scan, the model is picking up on this snow band. It's not going to happen. The model is over-exaggerating that. And again, a few more snow showers popping up. I don't think this is going to happen. It's mainly going to be mostly sunny. Then as we go out throughout the overnight tonight, the clouds look like they do thicken up overnight just a little bit, but it's mainly going to be another repeat of today for tomorrow, with mostly to partly sunny skies for Tuesday as well. So again, you can see the clouds breaking apart for tomorrow. Zone by zone, let's break it down for you tomorrow. And temperatures tomorrow will go back to around average. Average high is 32, and you can see some spots will be hovering around it, some spots a bit above it. Nice solar radiation going on, and it's going to feel nice. Once again, eastward into Cattaraugus County, same story here. Once you go out here, lower to mid 30s showing up here with a good supply of sunshine with that northwest breeze, and the breeze won't be especially strong. Now, I often tell you, I sound like a broken record, Justin, when I put this up, but
I almost did a 10-day forecast last week.
All right. Yeah, our producer just said 30-day. No. But anyway, this is the temperature outlook that is released from NOAA, from the Climate Prediction Center. And if you've been longtime viewers, I've told you I don't like these long-range outlooks, but there is suggestions on the computer models that this is going to be the case. This is a classic La Nina pattern over the next 6 to 10 days. Colder temperatures out to the west, warmer temperatures out to the east. So again, this is over the next 6 to 10 days, and looking further out, which is still in voodoo country, you can see it's still colder out in the west and warmer out in the east. This is a classic February La Nina, which obviously means the temperatures will skyrocket. How warm will it get? I cannot accurately tell you. I don't have confidence in this yet to tell you how warm or how cold out here it's going to be. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but model guidance is hinting that this is going to be the case. A La Nina pattern will settle in, and this is going to skyrocket temperatures. It's an if. Don't take it to the bank. Next 7 days of your life are coming up on the screen, brought to you by Quick Solutions. There's the first 3 of them. And there you see 34 as an average high for tomorrow. 50, I officially put it in the forecast for Wednesday, but we bring in a few rain showers to go along with that. 54 on Thursday, how about that? With a few more rain showers, and then the temperatures dip off a little bit for Friday and Saturday before temperatures climb back into the 40s for Sunday with partial sunshine.
All right, Dakota, we'll take it.
Yes.
We won't take it to the bank, but we'll take it.
Yes, I think we all will.
Thank you. Coming up next in sports, Ryan Hedrick recaps this past Bonnie's game. Very interesting. He was courtside, and we'll talk to him next.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at PhoneZoneShop.com.
From the Fun Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's a look at what's trending in Western New York. The Knicks on the road Sunday to play the Pacers. Let's head to the fourth quarter. The Knicks down 10. Kyle O'Quinn nails the three-pointer, drawing the Knicks to within 7. Victor Oladipo drives and hangs in the air, gets the tough layup to fall. Now under a minute left to play. Oladipo pulls up and drains the three. Final 121-113. College basketball, the Bonnies keep winning. They beat Richmond on Saturday to improve to 18-6 and 8-4 in the A-10. 5 players in double figures, including Jalen Adams and Matt Mobley, who combined for 48 points. Adams spoke after the game.
I think I got some good looks during that stretch. Defense got better. I got out in transition, was able to get a clean 3. Have been missing shots all day, but was able to get to the rim during that stretch. So I'm glad I could do that for my team.
Sabres star Jack Eichel suffered a high ankle sprain. He'll be out indefinitely. He suffered the injury with almost 7 minutes left to go in the first period of Saturday's win against Boston. He leads the team with 22 goals and 31 assists. Former Major League pitcher Esteban Loaiza arrested and charged with possessing 20 kilos of cocaine and heroin in San Diego. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. It all unfolds here.
Do news like no one else. Investigations that get results.
The Jamestown Police Department recently arrested her grandson Julio after he was involved in a hugging incident.
Why was she that close? What was going on?
WNY News Now investigates, standing up for you while holding the powerful accountable. If you have a problem, we're here to help. WNY News Now.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Welcome back to News Now. Ryan Hedrick recently sat down with a mother who lost her son to opioid addiction. Kim Carlson says that she works every day to carry on her son's legacy.
To do something with my grief. I think you realize, many people do, I don't hide it,
I'm an alcoholic in recovery. And if I'm not giving back and if I'm not doing something good with my grief, I'm going to be the next mess.
Has it surprised you that you've had this much motivation, that the pain has motivated you? Because I know the program will say the pain could be a great motivator, but it's been better than great for you.
You know what? I think it's because what we're doing is filling the gaps where different agencies and different organizations drop off and others pick up. We're the in-between. I always tell people we're the human part of it. We are the moms, we are the dads, we are the brothers and the sisters. We're the ones that have our phones on 24 hours a day. We're the ones that sit and listen. We're the ones that understand. Many of the people that are in our nonprofit organization have been there. They understand.
If you were not a recovering alcoholic addict, would this even be possible, this dream and the execution of everything you're doing, from the recovery houses to the speaking engagements to the sheer just answering your phone for a struggling woman at midnight? Would any of that be possible?
I don't know. You know, without my recovery and what I've learned from my own recovery, I don't know that I would be, I don't know that I would do it. I really don't know. It's, on my worst days, I have to put the people that are still sick and suffering before myself. And that's what I learned in recovery. And I also learned in recovery that when the pain is full strength and you're just wondering how you're going to make it through the next minute, that's where the strength comes from. And if I can share that with people to help them get a little bit further in life.
See our full interview later today at WNYNewsNow.com. Dakota, that is such a tough woman, Kim. She has gone through so much, and so has a lot of people here in this community.
Yeah, a few years ago, actually, because I moved to Buffalo in 2014, and a few months after I moved to Buffalo, I found out that I lost a friend I knew when I went to high school due to a drug addiction.
Yeah.
And, and the weird thing is, nobody ever knew he did it.
Right.
Nobody knew. And it was just,
And
I don't know, it's hard.
That's the thing, is it has no boundaries. If, in all my time reporting this, reading these overdose stories, talking about the drug raids, there are no boundaries to this. People think that, well, it's just the low life. No.
Right.
It's not. It crosses all class lines that we set.
Yeah, and actually, that's a great example of the friend I knew in high school. He was a working stiff. He worked every day. He loved what he did, and he was always a great guy. I mean, in high school, if you were ever having a bad day, I mean, even if he didn't know you, he would just make your day.
Right.
I mean, that is how great he was, and he gave everyone a chance. He didn't judge anybody. He gave everyone a chance, and and to find out that's what happened, it was just shocking.
Right. And we'll continue to cover these stories of recovery in our community. Ryan does an excellent job with that, with talking to Kim, and we tell the stories. We always say that tell me a story, and there's so many of them out there, good and bad, and I think that the stories of hope with there's a ton of people in this community who are fighting for that hope, and it's great to see. So we thank Ryan for that report. Weather-wise, gonna be a beautiful week, right?
Yes.
Unless, it's gonna rain, but it'll be warm.
But hey, the good thing is
right?
you know what? The good thing is you can be standing on your porch, stomping your feet, going, singing in the rain. Let's route links 1, because I just made your ears bleed with my horrible singing. Our producer said we need to get rid of that. All right, so for today, 26 degrees as an average high. That's a bit below average. Average high is 32. But take a look at that warm-up, 50. I officially put it in the forecast for midweek, 54. For Thursday, we're bringing a few rain showers. Friday.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's going to feel nice. But unfortunately, it will rain. But hey, I think we'll take that over the snow. And then Friday, a rain-snow mix. Temperatures go back down to the upper 30s, but still above average before those temperatures skyrocket again into the 40s for the weekend. And remember, Guidance is suggesting that a La Nina pattern will set up over the next 10 or so days. That'll skyrocket temperatures again. I cannot tell you how warm it will be next week, so you'll have to tune in every day right here. We'll keep you updated.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you're welcome.
Again, we'll have live coverage of Deputy Seeley's return to Chautauqua County coming up this afternoon. Be sure to look out for that. And, of course, join us right back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.